I want to help you guys real quick. Here's how it looks to some of you guys that's always getting in trouble and telling yourself you don't know the reason why. You know the reason why. Look at this. So you're the father, and it may not be your father. I'm just using this as an example. It may not even be your father. It may be somebody else or another situation that you're going through that is having you to have ankle weights on your life to where you can't climb your mountain. You can't get to the next level because you won't release your ankle weights. That's what's holding you back. You're using an excuse because of how you was born. I was born the same way, but I am where I am. You don't have an excuse. You choose it. But I do understand this. What you have gone through, you have to start acknowledging it and stop putting the blame on other people and say, you know what? I have to face this. I have to face this. All right, so here's the thing. Here's how it looks because you won't face it. Those people that you be mad at, you like, I don't like my dad, I hate him. I don't like my mom, I hate her. My aunt, I don't like them because what they did to me. They had all these kids, all this, nobody pay attention to me. I don't give me nothing, like, I hate them. You angry. You upset, you pop off at anybody. And you want to acknowledge the reason why. So there's the father, these are your kids. Okay? I'm going to call you JoJo. JoJo, the father. I'm going to call you Lil Mikey. I'm going to call you Princess Diana. All right. So we got Lil Mikey and Princess Diana, and we got JoJo. JoJo is the type of father you're not going to be like this. We're just using this as an example, okay? JoJo is the type of father where, listen, he's not in his kid's life. JoJo don't want to do nothing with him. JoJo on drugs. JoJo like done got in trouble since middle school, high school. He been in and out of prison, in and out of jail. Like JoJo disrespect women. Like JoJo is that type of guy where he's still cool though, and people still kind of like him, but JoJo got issues. JoJo is walking. Stop. The kids, right? I want you to think about this. I want to think about this. The kids says, I don't like him. I want you to think about your situation. I don't like him. I don't like what's going on. But what they don't realize is that when I say walk, walk. What they don't realize is that walk. They walk. Keep walking. Keep walking. Stay behind him. What they don't realize is keep going, keep walking. JoJo was getting in trouble in school, they getting in trouble in school. JoJo was getting kicked out, they getting kicked out. JoJo having kids by all this, that, and the third, they having kids by everybody else, right? JoJo patterns, all JoJo patterns, they follow them, but they keep saying they don't like him. Come on, walk up. They keep saying, I don't like him, right? I don't like him. But everything JoJo doing, they've done. Ever since JoJo was a kid, JoJo selling drugs, they selling drugs, right? JoJo in a gang, they in a gang. But I don't like him. I'm not like my father. Stop. Keep walking, JoJo. 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 Stop. At what point are you going to change the trajectory of your life? You don't even understand everything that you are mad at you're doing. Everything you don't like you're doing. And you don't even realize you're doing it. You don't even know the microscope is on you now. As the kid, you're doing the exact same thing that the person that you don't like, or the exact same thing that your father or whoever is doing. You're doing the exact same thing that you're saying you're not going to be. You're following in their footsteps. When are you going to change? When are you going to change your attitude? When are you going to change your mindset? When you're going to make the intentional, deliberate decision to say, I am going to go another path.